art of calm, how to deal with stressed people. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to deal with stressed people? It's like walking into a room filled with invisible tension. Every word feels like it could light a fuse. And suddenly, someone else's storm becomes your storm. We all go through it. At work, at home, sometimes with strangers, sometimes with people we love. But what if there's a different way to handle this? Not just to survive it, but to actually bring something good into the moment, something human. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about calm. Chapter 1. Understand before you react. One of my favorite Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them." When someone's stressed, we often want to jump in and fix it. We throw advice, we talk over them, or we get pulled into their chaos without realizing. But the truth is, most of the time, stressed people don't want quick answers. They want to be understood. They want connection. Carl Rogers, one of the fathers of humanistic psychology, believed something profound, that real change begins when someone feels genuinely heard, not judged, not analyzed, just seen exactly as they are. You know what's wild? Sometimes the most healing thing isn't a clever response. It's just sitting there in silence and letting the other person know, "I'm here. I see you. I'm not trying to fix you." That moment, that's where trust is built. Chapter 2. Emotions are contagious. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the tension before anyone said a word? That's not magic. That's mirror neurons at work. Our brains are wired to reflect what we observe. That's why one person's panic can spread like wildfire. And why, if you're not careful, you end up mirroring the very stress you want to avoid. But here's the powerful part. You don't have to play along. You can choose not to match the chaos. You can choose to bring peace into the room instead. Lao Tzu, the ancient Tao philosopher, once said, "The best fighter is never angry." Think about that. Real strength isn't loud. It's not about overpowering. It's about presence. When someone else is storming, you can be the mountain, unmoved, grounded, and that, just your calm energy, can bring others back to their center too. Chapter 3. The story behind the stress. Here's something we often forget. Stress is a symptom, not the root. Most people who lash out aren't bad people. They're people in pain. People carrying things we'll never fully see. Sigmund Freud once wrote that much of our behavior is driven by the unconscious, by things we haven't healed, things we repressed, things we don't understand ourselves. And honestly, that's true for all of us. Martin Seligman, founder of positive psychology, showed how emotions like sadness, fear, or anger often point to something meaningful. They're messengers. So next time someone snaps at you or spirals in front of you, try to see past the surface. Ask yourself, what story is this stress trying to tell? What pain might be hiding behind this tone? It's not always your job to fix it, but recognizing it can help you respond with more compassion and less ego. Chapter 4. Boundaries are compassion too. Now, let's be real for a second. Loving someone doesn't mean accepting everything they throw at you. Being calm doesn't mean being passive. You can be kind and still protect your space. You can be compassionate without absorbing someone else's chaos. Arthur Schopenhauer once said, "Compassion must be guided by reason, or it turns into destruction." Sometimes the kindest thing you can do, for yourself and for the other person, is step away. Take a breath. Say no when it's needed, not with anger, but with clarity, because you're not a dumping ground. You're a human being, and your peace matters, too. Chapter 5. Choose to be the lighthouse. So here's the big choice we all face. When the world throws stress at you, do you throw it back? Or do you absorb it, transform it, and choose to be something different? You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to stay aware, to pause, to breathe, to choose your response instead of reacting blindly. Because calm is not weakness, it's power. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply refuse to be shaken. If this message resonated with you, Send it to someone who might need a little calm in their life, someone going through stress, or someone trying to deal with it. And always remember this: you don't need to stop the storm. You just need to be the quiet sky that reminds others it'll pass.